It's Tuesday, August 26, 2025, and I'm Dave Sobel. 3 things to know today. Analysts warn that the AI economy may be inflating into a bubble, with spend now 2% of U.S. GDP. Enterprises shift AI workloads on-prem for governance and predictable costs. GPT-5 divides opinion, but shows real enterprise traction at a fraction of Claude's price. And workplace research points to shorter weeks, pay transparency, and digital silence as levers for productivity, while immigration bottlenecks and RTO mandates tighten the talent pool. These shifts shape how you build, govern, and deliver outcomes. This is the business of tech. Analysts are warning that the artificial intelligence economy may be on the brink of a crash resembling the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s. Significant capital expenditures on AI infrastructure by major technology firms have surged tenfold since the launch of ChatGPT, consuming over half of America's investment pool. According to tech analyst Paul Kudrowski, AI-related spending now accounts for approximately 2% of the United States GDP, raising concerns about its sustainability as job growth flattens and traditional sectors struggle. As the hype surrounding AI begins to diminish, skepticism is growing about whether the promised productivity gains will materialize, potentially leading to decreased investor confidence and a slowdown in the tech sector. Organizations are increasingly moving their artificial intelligence projects from public cloud environments to on-premises systems, seeking benefits in regulation, governance, and cost predictability. A survey by Tech Target found that 45% of over 1,300 senior IT and business managers now see both on-premises and public cloud as equally suitable for new applications, with 42% citing data privacy and security concerns as reasons for pulling AI workloads back from the cloud. As businesses develop their AI strategies, private, turnkey AI stacks are becoming more popular, enabling enterprises to innovate while maintaining compliance. The shift is especially common in regulated industries where strict oversight is vital. Sumit Arora, Teradata's chief product officer, noted that on-premises AI offers a way to control, govern, and predict, which are essential for securely handling sensitive data. Why do we care? Is AI a bubble? Maybe. The spend is enormous, hundreds of billions this year, with some saying it's juicing GDP. If that air comes out, customers tighten terms and pilots get paused. Don't bet your business on roadmaps. Sell short, provable wins. Customers spend on things that work. And yes, workloads are moving. Privacy, security, and surprise bills are pushing some AI jobs off public cloud and into private or colo. Not everything moves. Hybrid wins. Your play is an AI FinOps and placement service, plus a private AI pilot that locks in governance and cuts minutes off real processes. Right tool for the right job is cliche for a reason, and the skill is knowing which tool. Bottom line, outcomes over hype. Reduce cost and latency, tighten controls, and design for portability. If the market wobbles, you still deliver value. If it keeps roaring, you scale what's already working. Welcome to Comet Backup's Club of No Excuses. Behind every smooth-running business is an everyday IT hero who refused to settle, who didn't give up, because finger-pointing doesn't get a company up and running again. Excuses don't restore data. When everything's on the line, Comet's powerful backup and recovery solutions put you in control. Fast, secure, and easy to use, Comet protects your clients' critical data so you're always ready for the unexpected. When disaster strikes, be the hero your business needs. With Comet Backup, you're not just saving the data, you're saving the day. Comet Backup, be the hero. Visit cometbackup.com today to start your free trial. Get $100 free credit when you sign up with the promo code MSP Radio. Because heroes don't wait, they prepare. For all that noise about GPT-5's problems, it is making significant strides in the enterprise market. Following its launch, some users criticized the models for a less intuitive experience, prompting OpenAI to reinstate the previous version, GPT-4o, for certain customers. However, early adopters such as Cursor and Versal have reported that GPT-5 is outperforming competitors in specific tasks, offering faster setups and better results at a lower cost, with one startup claiming it is, quote, the smartest coding model we've ever tried, end quote. OpenAI is aggressively pursuing enterprise clients, having expanded its sales team to over 500 employees. and is exploring a secondary stock sale to bolster its financial footing. Despite the high operational costs, GPT-5 is reportedly significantly cheaper than its closest competitor, Claude Opus 4.1, by a factor of 7.5 in some cases, which may help in securing long-term customer loyalty and paving the way for future growth. Apple is rolling out new tools for businesses to manage employee access to artificial intelligence services, specifically targeting the ChatGPT for Enterprise platform. The tools allow IT administrators to control which features employees can use and may even restrict whether internal requests are sent to ChatGPT's cloud service, helping protect sensitive company data. As AI becomes increasingly integrated into the workplace, the need for robust management systems grows. According to TechCrunch, Apple's solutions will not only focus on ChatGPT, but can also be extended to other external AI providers, such as Anthropic and Google. The initiative reflects Apple's commitment to providing corporate users with more control over their AI integrations while safeguarding user data through its private cloud compute architecture. And from Channelholic, Kaseya is developing a radically new MCP interface that will transform how MSPs interact with their tools. According to CEO Rania Sukkar, this interface will move beyond customer-facing AI to include MSP-facing agents for various functions beyond help desk, focus on both profitability and growth through AI tools that help qualify leads, convert prospects, train teams, and assist with packaging and pricing, address data fragmentation by helping MSPs consolidate their own data and offer data consolidation services to end users, create an integrated IT orchestrator with deep integration across Kaseya's suite, feature a conversational interface where users can simply state what they want to do or ask questions, and begin rolling out to users sometimes in 2026. This follows the trend of managed service apps moving toward natural language chatbot interfaces, similar to what data protection vendor Slide has already implemented. Why do we care? GPT-5's launch? Well, messy, but enterprises don't care about vibes, they care about throughput and cost. Cursor and Versal say it ships code better, and OpenAI turned GPT-4o back on because they met customer demand. Also, a 500-person sales team and a massive secondary on deck tells you they're chasing long-term enterprise dollars. And at $1.25 in and $10 out per million tokens versus Claude's $15.75, the math screams standardize on GPT-5 where it fits. And Apple just gave you the playbook for AI governance. Feature toggles for ChatGPT Enterprise, controls for what data leaves the organization, and extendability to Anthropic and Google. That's a service wrapper begging to be bundled. Package it with your mobile device management and policy templates, and you've got a governance upsell that delivers visible risk reduction. Think of it like firewall rules for AI, turnkey, simple, and billable. Kaseya is promising a chat-first MCP by 2026. That's great. Believe it when you can close tickets with it. Until then, do the unsexy work. Clean data, codify your standard operating procedures, and keep your own automations vendor agnostic. Slide's already proving the pattern. Bottom line, outcomes over hype. Govern access, automate the grunt work, and prep your data so when the fancy interfaces show, you're ready to cash in. I spotted some interesting stats about the workplace. A new global study reveals that 4-day workweeks without pay cuts significantly enhance employee well-being and performance. Researchers from Boston College tracked nearly 2,900 employees across 141 organizations in the US, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, Ireland, and New Zealand over 6 months. The results showed that 67% of participants reported reduced levels of burnout, 41% noted improvements in mental health, and 38% experienced better sleep. Notably, 52% of employees indicated increased productivity, despite a reduction in working hours. The study adds to a growing body of evidence supporting the 4-day workweek model, following earlier trials in the UK and legislative changes in countries like Belgium and Lithuania aimed at promoting reduced work hours. New research challenges the long-held belief that pay transparency should be avoided among employees. Studies analyzing compensation satisfaction ratings from over 1,300 publicly traded companies suggest that this traditional approach may not be the best strategy for organizations. The findings indicate that greater transparency could lead to improved employee satisfaction with their compensation, contradicting previous recommendations against it. The research opens up new discussions on the implications of pay transparency in the workplace. Immigration crackdowns are significantly impacting IT talent management in corporate America, leading to delays and increased costs for hiring skilled workers. According to data from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, H-1B visa registrations dropped by 27% in fiscal year 2025 and 54% since fiscal year 2024, creating a chaotic hiring environment for CIOs. Julie Gellett from the Immigration Policy Institute warns that as U.S. immigration policies become less attractive, the nation risks losing its competitive edge in technology and innovation. Research by the International Data Corporation indicates that 90% of organizations will experience challenges due to IT skill shortages, resulting in an estimated $5.5 trillion in losses from product delays and decreased competitiveness. And the return to office mandates are leading to a significant exodus of working mothers from the American workforce, with tens of thousands leaving their jobs in 2025. According to the Washington Post, the labor force participation rate for women aged 25 to 54 with children under 5 has dropped nearly 3 percentage points, reaching its lowest level in over 3 years. Since January, 212,000 women have exited the workforce, while the full-time office requirements among Fortune 500 firms have nearly doubled, rising from 13% at the end of 2024 to 24% in the second quarter of 2025. Experts warn that these trends could have severe implications for women's lifetime earnings and career prospects, particularly as rising childcare costs and traditional gender role expectations compound the issue. And workers are increasingly overwhelmed by the always-on culture in the workplace, resulting in a demand for formal periods of digital silence. A survey conducted by Twilio involving over 1,200 UK-based employees revealed that nearly half, or 47%, are advocating for distraction-free time during their workday to enhance productivity. The research indicated that 40% of respondents found email and chat notifications disruptive, with senior employees aged 51 to 55 experiencing the highest level of disruption. Furthermore, 38% of workers feel pressured to remain constantly online and respond immediately to messages. Sam Richardson, Director of Executive Engagement for Twilio, emphasized that technology should facilitate productivity rather than hinder it, urging businesses to create digital environments that support employee focus and well-being. Notably, 44% of participants expressed that they would be more likely to work for a company that implements scheduled digital downtime, particularly on Fridays and Mondays. Why do we care? Well, everyone's shouting about work, so here's the signal among the noise. 4-day work week? The big study says people feel better and don't tank output. But the trick wasn't just Fridays off, it was killing junk work. If you can't reduce meetings, you'll just move pain to 10 p.m. Pay transparency? New data says it boosts satisfaction, so stop hiding the ball. Publish bans, train your managers, and be ready to defend your ranges. Immigration? H-1B registrations are way down from the 2024 peak. That's fewer lottery tickets and tighter talent. IDC still puts a multi-trillion-dollar price tag on skill gaps. So, standardize, cross-train, and line up help before you need it. RTO is up at big companies while moms of young kids are leaving the workforce. That's a capacity hit for your customers and for you. So sell hybrid reliability with actual metrics, not fluffy culture. And workers want digital silence. Great, package it. Quiet hour policies, escalation rules, and dashboards that show fewer pings and more deep work time. Why couldn't tech be part of the solution? Bottom line, don't sell tools, sell work that works. Less noise, fewer delays, more outcomes. That's how you win. Support for the show comes from ScalePad. Ever feel like you're doing all the work, but no one sees it? That's the reality for a lot of MSPs. You're putting out fires, chasing spreadsheets, juggling client requests. But when it's time to show value, crickets. That's where ScalePad comes in. Trusted by over 10,000 MSPs, ScalePad solutions help you turn invisible effort into visible impact, pulling together the tools you already use from reporting, quoting, compliance, and asset planning into one easy platform. So instead of chasing details, you're leading smarter conversations. Because doing great work is one thing, getting credit for it, that's where the real business growth happens. ScalePad helps you show value, build client trust, and lead with confidence. Learn more at scalepad.com/Dave. Thanks for listening. Today is National Dog Day, National Toilet Paper Day, and National Web Mistress Day. I'm previewing some upcoming additions to the show lineup on my Patreon, patreon.com/MSPRadio. New content is coming. Sign up now to get very early access. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. If you've enjoyed the show, make sure you've subscribed or followed on your favorite platform. It's free and helps directly. Give us a review, too. If you want to support the show, visit patreon.com/MSPRadio, and you'll get access to content early. Or buy our Why Do We Care merch at businessof.tech. Have a question you want answered? We take listener questions, send them in, ideally as a voice memo or video to question@mspradio.com. I answer listener questions live on our Wednesday live show on YouTube and LinkedIn. If you've got a comment or a thought on a story, put it in the comments if you're on YouTube, or reach out on LinkedIn if you're listening to the podcast. And if you want to advertise on the show, visit mspradio.com/engage. Once again, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again on our next episode.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.